Dear Kelly, okay, so what's going on now is that you have created a foundation of belief where you've organized your priorities into a structure, a foundation of belief. And we can kind of call these macro beliefs, like the pillars of what you believe. And now you're going to have to fine tune, and you're going to have to look at the subtle relationships in your life that are influencing you in more subtle ways. So you don't want to drink alcohol, but you still have relationships and patterns in your life that are going to tempt you in that direction. And you had an experience recently where you thought you could just have one beer after a long hike. 6 miles, and you summited this beautiful mountain. You didn't need it. You didn't need the beer afterwards. You just thought it was harmless. But, oh my gosh, the next day. And I also shouldn't have wheat, so beer was maybe a bad decision. But it kind of drives home the point, Kel, that you're going to need to be excellent in these decisions, which means you're going to have to plan ahead. So failure to plan is planning to fail. And if you want to be your best self, you are going to have to look at these little decisions in your life and these little patterns and these relationships and these cultural, normal cultural habits that your whole society has. You're going to have to stop these things in your life that seem normal and excusable from the rest of society. You don't have to be Amish, but find other ways of getting the same benefit. There's this supplement that uses kava, and I hope that that's maybe a good segue into not having any sort of cocktail at all. It's just a pattern of thinking, 200 years ago, well, there was still alcohol then, but it was different. Alcohol had a more edgy tone back then, where it was, in the early 1900s when it was illegal, people just moved on and found other ways of living. But there was kind of this underground thing where it was cool to do and rebellious. And now it's just accepted everywhere. So that's the work now. It's kind of why you went into this hermit mode, was so that you could realize that you're okay on your own if you don't go along with the crowd. If you don't go along with people who are also not questioning these things, or who aren't questioning these things, don't go along with them, for a little while until you've got it down. And then when you do have it down, that you have other ways of spending your evening, then you can hang out with those people again, maybe even when there's drinking, and be a different influence for them. Those people are going to need someone showing them a different way if they ever want to detox completely, because it's a toxin, there's no nutritional value to alcohol. So be more strict about it, but also be gentle and find ways of comforting yourself with the benefits that you think you get from that, using less toxic versions. So yeah, we like the kava supplement, calmingcode.com. It's really good. It's really good, and it's relaxing. Okay, that's what you're looking at right now. And that's it. That's all we want to say. You're working on your mornings. You're feeling into it. You're getting out in the morning and you're feeling into what it is you want to do. And that's the journey. That's the work. feeling into your truth with every goal that you have. Every goal that you have, it's a place for your ego to put its efforts. It's not really that important what you're doing, but that you make it a goal to clean up and have better habits, it projects an energy of improvement in your life into the universe. And so the universe, like, oh, you want things better, you want things healthier, okay. And then the universe sends back to you resources to make things healthier. So what your intentions are and the energy that you put behind them is what you're projecting to the world around you, and then the world around you is going to reflect that intention back to you. It doesn't really matter where you are. There is no end game. You want to become enlightened, you want to advance or, evolve into your light body. It's a journey. It's a journey, and you'll get there eventually. It's just, what does the journey look like? Depends on how you structure your intentions and how you respond to your feelings and your daily challenges. What are the thoughts that you respond with? Do you respond with victimhood, or do you respond with empowerment? And then you'll see that, and eventually you'll want to heal, and you'll want to be whole, and you'll want to love, and you'll just want to enjoy nature. So it's how fast do you want to do that? There's no judgment. There's no judgment. And if parts of this density, this world of density, are still fun, there's no judgment to play with it. But eventually, the pain-free way of living is going to be guilt-free, close to nature, in harmony with the people around you and your community that you need to get by. And there are ways of doing that from where you are. So we're watching you, we're blessing you, and we're rooting you on. We're here for you whenever you have questions, you want help and support, call on us. We're here. Take your time. Okay, so it is.